In this lesson, we will examine typecasting operator. Rust doesn't provide type conversation implicitly. Well, you will get an error when you run code like this. By the way, as a note, you can also define float like this. See, when I delete it, Rust Analyzer immediately changes the type to the default type F64. After typing underscore, specify the type you want it to convert. Anyways, let's say we define an integer. As you can see, our compiler gave an error. While some programming languages provide implicit type conversation, Rust does not. To do this, the as operator comes to our aid. Now let's try explicit conversation using the as operator. You can see the error is gone. Let's print them. I enlarged the font a lot so you can watch it on the phone. As you can see, every sacrifice I make it for your precious Rustaceans. When we converted it to integers, it discarded all corrections. Now let's talk about char that I talked about in the previous lesson. If you have looked at my previous number systems course, you will be no stranger to this topic. Since I can't find a nice image about UTF, I will go through the ASCII table, but UTF is not that limited. It contains tens of thousands of characters. Now I choose the capital letter E from the table. Its decimal equivalent is 69. We were already given the result 69 as an integer. Now let's find the hexadecimal equivalent of this value. Yes, it gave us 4 and 5 when we printed it with the println macro. Notice I didn't say 45 because this number is not a decimal number. I define a new variable to convert the same integer value or hexadecimal value to char. Now let's print our variable. As you can see, we have reached the capital letter E. Let's reinforce the example by printing a different letter. Now I am making the float type value 110. When I run the program again, it will return 6e in hexadecimal. The char equivalent of this is the lowercase n. Well, all char characters have a digit equivalent in memory, so we represent letters and symbols on the computer. Here you can experiment with the letters of your own name. As a result, we use the as operator for type conversation. Thus, it allows us to convert different types and operate between them. See you in the next lesson.